Hello friends, this is Samir. In today's video, we are going to review on ProRange Smart Digital Multimeter. This particular device is very useful for electronic hobbyists or those who are beginners in electronics. So let's start with the specifications. This device is highly accurate and this can show up to 4000 count. That means unique values which can be displayed. It has a hold function. It has inbuilt flashlight, a low power battery indicator, and a non-contact voltage sensor. So before we start the review, let me show you my old type of multimeter which I've been using for last several years. And as you can see, there is a lot of dust accumulated over here. And this has a knob system where there are a lot of values mentioned over here. So by using this knob, you can select the voltage range, whether it is AC voltage or DC voltage. You can calculate the current and the resistance. So there are a lot of values and you need to keep this knob in a correct place in order to use this multimeter. So it's quite complex. But in this case, this smart multimeter will give you the peace of mind because you don't have to worry about selecting those ranges as we do in this old type of multimeters. And while using this old type of multimeters with manual switching knobs, it's always a headache, to select the correct range. If you forget it accidentally, then this meter would be destroyed. But this is not in this case. The multimeter handles everything for you, and even a new beginner can use this easily. Now let's take a look at the technical specifications of the smart multimeter. As you can see from this chart, there are specifications given, the DC voltage range and its accuracy under the functions column. Then you can see the AC voltage range and its accuracy in the functions column. In the next row, you can see the resistance range from 4 kilo ohm to 40 mega ohm and its respective accuracy in the functions. Then it has continuity feature, non-contact voltage, auto off, display, AC bandwidth, backlight, and beep. So all these features you get inside the smart multimeter. So let's do a quick unboxing and let me show you what you get inside this. So inside this box, you get this pouch where you can store your multimeter. The quality of this pouch is quite okay as compared to its price. You get this zip, and as you can see, this also has this branding done for ProRange. So let me open this for you. So this is the ProRange Smart Multimeter which you get. You get this test probes along with it, and this is the smart multimeter. So let me just quickly remove this plastic and then we'll connect the test probes and then I can demonstrate this product for you. So this is how the smart multimeter looks and the quality is quite good as compared to its price. And it comes with this user manual. Make sure that you read this carefully. So this multimeter is quite simple. This is the on off switch. Then you have this non-contact voltage button, then this light button, and these are the features mentioned on the top side panel. So let me put some batteries in this multimeter. I think the batteries are also included in the package. So that's a good addition. So let me just quickly insert these batteries and then we'll proceed ahead. Inserting the batteries is quite simple. You just have to remove this back cover. You will need a Phillips screwdriver with a small tip and you just have to remove the screw, open the lid and insert those batteries. So this multimeter is powered by two AAA size batteries and I would recommend using alkaline batteries because that works longer. You don't have to keep on replacing it. So once you insert the batteries, the device is switched on and it is ready to calculate the voltage, resistance, or whatever functions you need it to do. So after it is powered on, everything else is like a child's play. You don't have to worry about selecting any voltage ranges and you just have to connect these test leads. There are just pretty two test leads given over here. So one is the black, that is a common. So I'll show you how it is connected. You just have to insert this inside the common port over here, and the other test lead you need to connect it in the input socket of this device. This smart multimeter is completely automatic, so we'll start off with a continuity test. So I'll just touch these two probes to each other and that should give me a beep. So I'll just touch it and you'll see there is a green light which is glowing along with the beep. So this indicates that there is a continuity test which is successfully done. Now let's do some testing of this multimeter. So I have this AAA battery and it will show approximately 1.5 volt DC. So I'm just putting a negative probe on the negative side and positive probe on the positive side. You can see DC 1.536 volt, which is showing quite accurate now. And I will try to reverse this polarity to check whether it shows me a minus value. So it will show me minus 1.536 volt DC. So this is showing me a correct value now. So let's try some other components. So let's do some testing on some variable resistors. This is a potentiometer, and as you can see, the value of this potentiometer is B100K. So it is 100 kilo ohms resistor, and we will do some testing of this multimeter by connecting the endpoints of this potentiometer with the test leads. So you just have to connect it to any two of the terminals of this potentiometer, and it should show the approximate correct value. So I hope that this shows me a correct value. So I'm just connecting the one side on the one terminal of the potentiometer and the other one at the other end, and you can see that it is showing 100.6. So that is acceptable because there is a slight plus minus 0.5% error sometimes. So a closest value will be shown in case of resistances, and so this is the full value which is shown over here. And if you would like to check the variable value, then you'll have to put the test probe at the center of the potentiometer, and then you can rotate the knob and you can see the variable resistance which is shown on the multimeter. So this is connected in this way, one at the center terminal and other one at any one of the terminals. So I'll just rotate the knob and you can see the resistance is increasing or decreasing. I don't have a proper rig to connect those test probe right now, but see, this is how it shows on the multimeter. The resistance will increase, it can decrease based on how much knob you rotate. So this is the testing for a potentiometer. Now let's compare the values with the normal multimeter with a rotary knob, and I will have to put it in the correct range. So I have kept it on 200K because we have to measure up to 100 kilo ohms. So this is the max range which I have selected, and I'm going to connect those terminals of the potentiometer with this test leads, and I'm expecting the value should come closer to 100. So let's see. So I've connected both the probes right now, and you can see it is showing 97.6 or 97.9. But the accuracy of the smart multimeter was way better than this the regular multimeter. Any values which are near to 100, that is 99.9 or 100 point something, is absolutely acceptable, but there should not be much deviation. So we'll do another testing with this fixed value resistors. Now this is a 470 kilo ohm resistor. Make sure that you do not touch it with your bare hands while testing this resistors, otherwise it will decrease the resistance. So just connect it to the test lead by placing this on the table, and just connect those test lead on both the sides of the resistor. It should give you the closest value. So this is a 470 kilo ohm. So let's see how does it show. It's showing me 0.456 meg. So that's 456 kilo ohms. Now let's do the same testing on the regular multimeter. You just have to connect both sides of the resistor and make sure that you select the correct range. Now in this case, I have selected 20 meg, but I'll try to show you the correct value. So it is showing me at the moment 0.46 or 45. So this is the value which is shown on the regular multimeter, but as you can see on the smart multimeter, you get 3 decimals places, so it's more accurate as compared to the regular multimeter. Now in this test, I'm going to demonstrate how to measure the AC voltage. I'm going to directly connect those leads in the AC power supply, and I'm going to switch it on. You have to be very careful because this is high voltage. So as you can see, it is showing 255 volt AC. Okay guys, so please make sure that you have to be very careful while doing this. If you are not a qualified professional, please make sure that not to play with the AC voltage. It is very dangerous. Now I'm going to conduct the same test using the regular multimeter. I'm going to correctly place that knob on the AC 500 volt range, and then I'm going to connect it to the AC source. And as you can see, the voltage keeps on fluctuating, but it is 254 volts. Just to demonstrate, guys. So this value keeps on changing dynamically because there is a fluctuation in the AC voltage. But in case of the smart multimeter, the value was showing pretty much accurate. So now I'm going to connect the smart multimeter again. The value will keep on fluctuating, okay, because it is a dynamic value. It will always keep some fluctuation. You just have to press the hold button so that the value remains stable and you can get the required reading. This smart multimeter also has a non-contact voltage sensor. You just have to keep pressing this hold button until you see NCV, that stands for non-contact voltage. And then this device will use its non-contact voltage sensor to sense any current inside a live wire. So let me demonstrate it to you. So what I'll do is I'll just remove one probe and I'm going to insert it in the phase of an AC power source. So this is the phase on the right side and the neutral on the left side. Now I'm keeping this smart multimeter close to that wire, and once I place it near, then the LED will glow and there will be a beep sound that indicates that there is current inside this wire. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate this to you. So I've removed this wire from the phase line, and as you can see, the sensor has not detected any current. But once I plug it in again, now this is a neutral side, it will show no voltage, but once I connect it to the phase end, it will immediately see, as you can see, it shows a red light that is showing a high voltage indication. This is a very useful feature of this device because when you're working with very high voltages, which is above 250 volt, and you don't have to connect those wires. So I'm just placing this directly on that socket, and as you can see, it is sensing that current inside it. So this is a very useful feature to detect any current in a live wire. And once you press this button, it can also glow an LED light where you can work in dark, or that is a very helpful addition in this smart multimeter. So guys, this is everything about the smart multimeter. If you have any queries or doubts, please make sure to post any comment on this video. And in case if you like this video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.